The Zeus.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the best podcast around with technical difficulties, PandaWatch. As always, I'm Steven Zebrak with...
It's your boy, Kev Mile.
What up, what up?
Gosh, dude. It's Super Bowl week again already. Super Bowl week?
Super Bowl week, yeah.
No, not weekend yet.
No, it's Tuesday. We're recording on a Tuesday. We're going up.
We're not, Steven. Don't you
On a
start.
Tuesday.
Don't you? You already know how annoying that is.
Yeah. We got a special Super Bowl episode for you guys today. He's so ready to talk. He's growling over there. We're joined by our good friend and former punter, NFL punter, not just one team, multiple teams. Our boy Jeremy Kapinos. What's up, Jeremy?
Greetings. Officially, thanks for having me, and I feel like I've finally made it after a couple years in the NFL and a Super Bowl appearance. So I'm proud to be here.
This is, I mean, you should be. I mean, this is the podcast is, sweeping the nation, like Steven said, with technical difficulties.
That's what I hear, man. It's picking up steam, so I'm glad to be a part of the train.
Nice.
Yeah, man, we're glad to have you on. For those of you who don't know, because I don't know why you wouldn't know who Jeremy Kapinos is, but
Many people don't.
Jeremy punted in Super Bowl, what was it, 45?
Yeah, it was one of those. No, it was like 47, I think. 46, maybe?
Yeah, it's 46 because it was Green Bay.
And Steelers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Come on,
Because
guys.
Super Bowl 45 was you guys, wasn't it? Giants and Pats?
No, come on, man. You're not going to do this to me. 42 was the Giants and 46 was the Giants.
No, all right.
Yeah.
So was the Giants Super Bowl after or before?
It was after, yeah, because it went Giants in 46 against the Patriots. Then the Steelers beat the Cardinals in 43.
Yep.
Then the Colts got their ass beat in Super Bowl 44. And then Super Bowl
Wait a minute.
45 was cap with the Steelers against the
The
Packers.
Colts did not get their ass beat.
Yeah, they did.
They lost by the onside kick.
Is the onside kick count as a scoring play?
No. Are you talking about the Saints one?
Yeah.
I mean, they won by a touchdown.
It was close. The score was a little closer than it actually was.
Get the hell out of here.
I think Peyton got a last-minute mercy touchdown.
Peyton Manning threw that pick six, and that was the game. And that was after we had controlled the momentum, and Hank Baskett couldn't get on the hands team, couldn't come up with an onside kick. Changed the whole momentum of that game.
Life with Kendra or something like that?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, and that's why another reason to not like light-skinned people.
Sorry.
Sorry about that.
Because they always let you down.
Well, if you guys had gotten the Super Bowl numbers right, I wouldn't have to go through that history lesson.
Anyway.
But, anyways, Jeremy,
Peyton throwing a pick with the Colts to blow the game sounds very familiar.
All right, dude. Can we talk about you and not talk about Peyton?
Sure.
Yeah, man, tell us what it was like for you to, play in the Super Bowl. Highlights, lowlights.
Well, let me preface this by saying I have seen Peyton Manning at towel. When I played for one game for the Colts, he came up to me in my locker and wanted to know if I needed anything from him. I said nope, and that was it.
Well, I mean, what a classy guy, man. Everybody says it. You hear it all the time. He comes up to the new punter for a day.
That's right. Kevin Mile was at that game.
I was at that game.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. You literally helped us move in a week before, I think.
Yeah, that was the start of the end for me because I blew my back out 3 years after that.
Yes.
So
Again,
thanks, Brian Cushing.
the Colts organization is taking a beating on PandaWatch, and I will not stand for it. Okay.
Yeah, people. He meant he blew his back out in the game, not helping us move.
No, that was a great party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great party.
We tend to throw those. But anyway.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Oh yeah. The Super Bowl. Do you? I mean, is it as advertised? I mean, the whole world is watching you.
Yeah, I mean, I think the week leading up to it, you really kind of forget that there's an actual game. I mean, we got there. I think we flew in on a Monday. Tomlin, being the players' coach that he is, gave us off that night. No curfew that night. So we went out to Fort Worth. Me and the rest of my homies, the white guys, went to the stockyards.
The white guys. So what do you got? You got the long snapper?
I got the long snapper, the kicker, and Matt Spaeth, the tight end.
Nice.
Was it Schweesum was the kicker, right?
Schweesum, Greg, and Matt Spaeth. We went down there, went to the stockyards, got some steak, went to a country bar, and rode a steer.
Nice.
A real steer or
real steer.
Wow.
So that's pretty good. Crazy. Yeah, it's pretty wild. I mean, the whole experience is you forget that there's a game there, and then as you gradually get towards Super Bowl Sunday, the clamp gets tightened, and you start to realize that it's a game. So it's a pretty sweet experience. Every day there's some new swag at your locker.
Gotta love free swag.
Gotta love it. I think it was every day. The first day was some sort of welcome packet, and the next day was some Uggs, some Beats. So it was pretty sweet.
I remember you bringing all that stuff back to the crib, and I was like, man, They treated you very well.
That's right. Yeah. So it's good. A lot of fun.
What was so you guys obviously had a regular practice schedule during the regular season, but did you tighten up the schedule? Did you do different things while you were out there for the Super Bowl?
No, it's pretty standard compared. I think you obviously want to stay in a rhythm, so it was pretty standard. Just Monday was your mandatory day off throughout the league, so I want to say we got there Sunday, and then Monday was the day off, and we had a bunch of administrative things to take care of, signing stuff, and then Tuesday you just kind of get into your game week, and preparation's no different with the exception of media day and then some events throughout the day, but then your practice times stay the same. So nothing different. It's all the same.
So media day, did you get any questions come your way?
Yeah, I was actually I was one of the more popular guys just because of the fact that I had played for the Packers the previous 2 years, and so I was getting a lot of heat from a lot of their writers because I had left Green Bay on bad terms in terms of ripping my special teams coach and stuff. So,
wait, can we get some background to this?
So basically, I had a 2-year deal, did not get renewed, and then they kind of let me know look, we're going to go in a different direction, which means we're not going to re-sign you. And so then
the nature of the beast, though.
Nature of the beast. So then, rather than be an adult, I was 25, 24 at the time, and I had some adult beverages with our good friend Jamie Langley at TGI Fridays. And then one of the reporters just happened to text me. I just went on a text rant, and I was like, this is garbage. You can't blame, I'm the scapegoat. And he, of course, went to Pro Football Talk with it and printed it.
Wow.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Gosh, so that's how it works, man. The year or the age of speculation, even though that was from the source.
Yeah.
The way that they can get a story is just.
Oh yeah, everything's deliberate. Nothing's random.
Yeah.
And shit, that was 2009 or early 2010.
Yeah.
Imagine how easy they get a story now.
Damn.
That's right.
Yo, are you on Twitter?
I was at one time.
Okay.
Yeah, but no.
While you were in the NFL?
Yeah, I mean, I had I don't know if you've already met him, Ryan Croft.
Okay. Yeah.
I remember meeting him as your professional Twitter handler.
Yeah, he is a entrepreneur, so he had his company that
Dude, shout out to Transit Screen.
Transit Screen, yeah, they're doing well. So he had this company that he wanted to manage professional athletes' social media. So I was like, give it a shot. And so obviously I had 10 followers, but whatever.
Yeah.
So now I use my my fiance's Twitter and just
nice.
Use that. And same with Instagram.
Word.
See, what I know you were off in the beginning of that 2010 season, fall 2010. Now, do you contribute the article from ARLnow.com as your big breakthrough back into the eyes of the NFL?
That was a popular article. That was a heavy hitter. A lot of tough questions, but No, probably not, because then if I remember that article and you read the comments, it was like, oh, here's someone else bringing up the median income of Arlington.
Right.
So, as you know, the comment sections there on that are the best.
Everybody's a comedian in the comment section.
Absolutely.
One guy wanted to play pushback with you.
Oh, that's right. Oh man, I don't know where that came from.
Just so people know, pushback is a game of punting the ball to each other. It's nothing sexual.
No. Somebody stands on one end, and then you punt the ball as far as you can to push them back, and the object is to punt it through the uprights, push them back toward the uprights. So it's pushback.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
So yeah, you used to play with Green Bay. You're playing against them in the Super Bowl. What was that like? Did you have any interactions with former teammates, or everyone just kind of steer clear?
The week leading up to it, sent some text messages to the old crew, and they weren't really trying to hang out. So I saw them before the game. Mason Crosby, the kicker, talked to Aaron Rodgers a little bit. They obviously remembered me because we used to kick it. So not much interaction. I think they were pretty focused. Us specialists are in our own world, so we're not really concerned with much. So
Right.
not much interaction, but once we kind of got to warm-ups, you could obviously kick it with them a little bit, reminisce. But then once the whistle blew, it was on. And then once the game's over, no one wants to talk to the loser, so we just left.
How loud was it in that stadium?
It wasn't as loud as you think. That stadium is huge.
Okay.
But it's almost too big. So when you're in there and your depth perception's off a little bit, so that for my sake, when I'm punting into the end zone, it seems like it's 60 yards away when it's only 30. So it's just a massive stadium. I think it's a fantastic stadium for a Super Bowl, but it's not as loud as some of the other ones that I've played in. No. But
did you get close to hitting the screen?
Not during a game. And during a game, actually, I did. But during practice, we went down there, and I think we went down there on like a Thursday, and I pelted it a few times, and it's definitely definitely within reach. But the rumor is that when U2 came and played the concert at Cowboys Stadium, it was in their contract they had to raise the screen. So, of course, Jerry never let anyone know that they raised the screen because that would mean that he was at fault and he didn't build it correctly. So, it's just kind of an urban myth.
Right. I remember that whole deal. Like, you two had to pay more to get the screen moved or something like that.
Yep. So, but that was good. Yeah. It's an attainable goal, but you have to hit the perfect punt at the perfect time.
Nice. All right. Well, for the ladies out there, because I know a lot of people always want to talk about the Steelers quarterback, did you guys have to have him wrapped up like Hannibal Lecter when he was out there?
No. Ben's a good guy.
Okay. I didn't know if he had to be like protected because sometimes. No,
he stays to himself for the most part. I don't know where his room was, but I think he probably had I'm assuming he had a suite somewhere, but
Did you have a roommate?
No, we had our own rooms.
Okay.
You were obviously your room was dictated on what level you were and what position you were. So I had a pretty good room, pretty solid one bedroom, king size bed. That's all you could really ask for. But other guys, obviously had suites and they had the baller rooms.
Word.
Did you at least have like a big chair or a pull-out couch for Jamie?
So when everyone came up for the game, Jamie and my other friend Kevin, the white Kevin, they slept on the floor. So no pull out. I'm sure Jamie slept. Knowing Jamie, I'm sure he slept in my bed. That's just the kind of guy he is.
Don't worry, Panda people. You guys will get to hear and meet Jamie for yourself.
Yeah.
You will be a guest on this thing because the world needs it.
Yeah. You need to have a firefighter themed PandaWatch.
We'll just we'll make it an educational one.
No, it'll be the
That's
lowest.
what we aim to do on PandaWatch: educate and entertain.
No one's tuning into that fool talk about CTTs and FDEs and all that crap.
So I've one last question about the game. before we kind of move on and get your opinion on this year's game. I think you punted like what 3 or 4 times.
3 times.
Game?
Yeah, 3 times.
3 times. All right.
Yeah.
Now, how nervous were you for each punt coming up, or was it just like normal for you?
No, the first one I was definitely nervous for sure, just because it was a pretty good situation in terms of the position on the field, but still you're nervous because the stadium is just so intense. So first one I was shaking a little bit, but then after that, you settle in and you realize it's just another game. So yeah, but I was nervous as heck. Absolutely.
What was the net on that punt?
The first one was I think 43 average, 43 net. I had a good statistically. I had a good game.
What was your hang time on that one?
Oh, that wasn't a good hang time one, but he muffed the punt and it was down inside the 20.
Nice.
So I mean, it was still. I mean, I was pretty nervous. And I was more nervous holding the football than anything. I mean, holding is more nerve-wracking than punting.
Oh yeah, I can imagine that because you're not involved. It's not on you, but it relies on you.
Right, and there's another layer of if he misses a kick, you can just blame me.
Okay. Well, yeah, this is a good. Glad you brought that up. So that big missed kick this is in the prior places of the playoffs as I take the long way home.
Right.
The Blair Walsh kick.
Yeah.
Do you think? I mean, there are people were making a lot about his laces being out, laces being in. Does that kicker by kicker, or can it really alter the way their ball flight?
I think it can to a certain extent, but that field goal was so short it shouldn't have altered it. And that was a chip shot, so like if it was a 30, if it was like a 40-yarder, I'd be like, that you can't. That's unexcusable. You got to have those laces out, but that was a chip shot. I mean, anyone could have made that, and that's the truth. So
nice.
like I know working with Sweezum, he was like probably the least picky kicker in the world. So if I ever gave him laces or anything, he always would power through it and wouldn't blame me for anything. So
you hear that, Steven? Some NFL lingo.
Yeah.
If I get laces.
So no, I think that kick was short enough where he should have been able to make it. I mean, maybe he might have gotten psyched out by the laces, but that was a short kick.
Right. I think he said after the game he did not even come close to blaming his holder.
No. Plus he also probably pulls in $3.5 to $4 million a year, so you got to make that kick.
Right. Yeah. He owned it immediately.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Most kickers won't.
And a lot of kickers said laces doesn't affect left to right, but it affects distance.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I would say that's right.
And it was the coach blaming him when he was the only one scoring points. That's what bothered me.
Well, Mike, what's his name?
Zimmer.
Zimmer.
Yeah, well, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
He's a defensive coach, man. He don't think y'all special teams are allowed to make any mistakes.
Yeah, he's tough. He grew up playing football, watching it.
Hey, man. All right, so Super Bowl 50 is upon us.
Yeah, we got the Sheriff and the Broncos against the Young Cam and the Panthers.
Killer Cam?
Killer Cam.
You got the memes out there, Killer Cam and some sweet powder blue.
Versace.
Yeah, and then he's got the gold and black Versace pants.
Yeah, he's doing it. He's doing it big.
Yeah, he was even freestyling a little today during Media Day.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was freestyling a bit. I heard it on Instagram. And I have to say, Kev, he might have you beat.
Come on, man. It's your boy Kev Ma is pretty lyrical when it comes to freestyling, man.
Did he mention,
I have writer's block all the time, but I get busy.
Did he mention Warren Moon at all?
Do I, or did Cam
Newton? That's his boy.
No, not in his rap.
Okay.
Hey, Warren Moon is that guy, man.
I know. Yeah, Warren Moon. He's got to insert himself. The minute Cam Newton's not relevant, neither is Warren Moon.
Yeah, that's true though. But
even though is
that his fault or is the media's fault just going out to seek him? They're like, oh, here's a black quarterback, so we'll go get the usual suspects.
Well, absolutely. You know how the media works.
It's like, come on, guys, you can go off schedule a little bit. You don't have to just keep playing the same motifs over and over again.
You know what's funny? It's funny you say that because like one of the most like non-running quarterbacks, Byron Leftwich, still couldn't get compared to like another slow white quarterback. Every comparison was like to a different black quarterback.
Another black quarterback.
Byron Leftwich, who could not run worth a fucking lick, still got compared to like Randall Cunningham.
It's like, jeez, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Byron Leftwich. He had a cannon though, man. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, no, he was a great quarterback, in his time, but especially in college. But I just think it's funny, even him, he still can't get a normal quarterback comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
They're afraid to step out the box. So, I mean,
Mike Tirico for you. That's his fault.
Jeremy Kapinos, his favorite announcer is Mike Tirico.
No, fuck Mike Tirico.
Oh man,
That's
I
the
can't
kind of stuff we love on
gets a hold of
PandaWatch right there.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Can't wait till ESPN gets this.
Yeah, that's right.
So, I mean, we've got two good defenses going up here. One offense that used to be lights out can no longer throw the ball more than 45 yards.
45 yards, that's generous.
Yeah, of course it's generous. It's the sheriff, baby. And another offense with Cam scoring whenever he wants with an amazing running game to boot. And Teddy Ginn catching the ball.
Yeah.
Teddy.
And that's been the big thing. With Kelvin Benjamin out, Ted Ginn has stepped up, and there's a big difference for their offense.
Cap, what would you say is what's going to be like the big matchup to watch, or what's going to be the deciding factor?
Probably is Michael Orr protecting Cam Newton's blindside?
He is.
So probably that, because they have obviously Blindside the movie.
Yeah, I was going to say, did you do that on purpose?
No, I didn't. Probably whoever's rushing on that side, Von Miller or the
It's usually Von down there.
Wolf guy, he's popping something.
Yeah.
Probably that Derek Wolf, and then you got DeMarcus Ware over there. So if Michael Orr can do his job, but also, I mean, I would assume they'd probably spy Cam Newton. So, that's another issue. I don't know who spies him. I don't know who their linebackers are, but you're gonna have to keep someone on him at all times because they'll take off on you. So it's a tough matchup because he can throw, run, and then obviously they can run as well with their running back. So
yeah, but I mean, Denver's defense has been lights out
good,
all year.
Yeah, but they don't have the thing about Cam is he's not like Tom Brady. He's not gonna just buckle. So they can't do the same thing that they did to Tom Brady with just kind of rushing him and him getting flustered. Cam Newton's essentially Ben Roethlisberger, but 20 pounds lighter and a lot faster.
Word.
Yeah.
Z, what you got?
I mean, I think the main thing is, can Peyton find a way to move the ball against the Panthers' defense? Because, I mean, if they can't, because as good as the Broncos' defense is, they're not going to shut out the Panthers' offense. They have too many weapons. They've been playing too well. It's just can Peyton put up 3 touchdowns against the Panthers' defense? Because I think they're going to need at least 20 points to win the game.
I mean, I feel like Peyton has had enough rest to rest up the arm for one last rodeo, like the quotes that's been floating around.
That's right.
But if we remember against the Patriots, Owen Daniels became a big target for him, and I know how much Peyton loves to get his tight ends involved. So if he can do that, and if Vernon Davis can at least show up to be half the potential he's supposed to be, those could be matchup problems because, I mean, Thomas Davis is playing with one arm.
That's true.
Yeah, but he only needs one arm to swat the ball.
Say that again?
He only needs one arm to deflect the pass.
But he's in coverage, though, right?
I mean,
you figure you're going to play 2 tight ends. He's going to have to guard one of them.
Well, you got this guy Luke Kuechly on the other one, so.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so we go to the one with the broken arm. So I just look for Peyton. I mean, the guy's a competitor, yo. I mean, I get it that people think he's lost it, but he's only got to play 60 more minutes, and that's it. So for one night only, the sheriff gets it done, and he rides off into the sunset.
See, I don't think he's lost it. I think the only thing he's really lost is the ability to really whistle the ball in tight spaces or throw the deep ball. Yeah, throw the ball, exactly. He still has his competitive and mental edge.
Man, watch your mouth. Peyton Manning's a musical genius.
Yeah, he can't feel half of his digits.
Well, that's why he got the glove on.
Yeah. They got the power glove.
He might surprise you too. He might get a shipment in from the institute just in time for the game.
Oh my gosh. I mean,
Well, there was a comment there was a question saying, if you're Peyton Manning and this is your last game, what's to stop you from just taking all the HGH in the world before the game?
Nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing is stopping you from that. And it looks like Peyton's going all in with his chips in the denial. He's going full Rafael Palmeiro.
It's the only thing you can do.
I mean, it's the only thing you can do. I mean, you can't stay silent.
No.
So, I mean, look, I'm giving my man the benefit of the doubt because I'm a fan. But it would be really shocking. To me, at least. I mean, Jeremy, you're in the profession. You got any insight?
No, I don't know. He probably didn't. He does have a huge forehead.
Yeah, I mean,
which they say is like a side effect of human growth hormone, but
Yeah, that's all Bonds caught for 8 years. It's damn, look how big his head is. That was their only proof.
Yeah, exactly.
At the same time, though, when you look at his actual physique, he doesn't look like someone who's taken HGH. He still has the little punchy stomach and the dad bod. So
he got short arms too, man.
Yeah, he probably. I mean,
you get that little Tyrannosaurus Rex run.
I think he throws the ball further than 25 yards if he's on HGH.
Well, that's another thing too.
He's gotta stay young.
Yeah. Where are we at, Steven?
We're at you're picking the Broncos to win. That's where we're at.
Yeah, I picked the Broncos. I think that defense is lights out. I really see Von Miller and DeMarcus Ware having a day. I mean, their corners are all healthy. My man Talib came in with an $80,000 watch today.
What is his name? Aqib Talib?
Yeah.
Aqib Talib.
$80,000 watch.
Like Pusha T said, $80,000 on his watch. And I ain't never had to watch, I mean, you know the words.
Yeah, but wasn't he the one who had to ice up after Steve Smith handled him a few years back?
That was it.
I don't know. I mean, obviously, like I said, the Broncos have a great defense. I just don't think they can. I don't think they can keep the Panthers under 20 points.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think they can. I don't think the Broncos can score 20 points. So I think.
Okay, what's your score prediction?
My score prediction is Carolina probably 24, Denver 13 or 14.
I mean, that's a good number. I've got Broncos 20, Panthers 17. They shut them down. Cam becomes regular Cam. No more Cam.
Let me see here. Let's see what the over. Let's take a look at this from
let's see what this line is.
Let's take a look at this from an analytical standpoint here.
Just to let you guys know, Jeremy started gambling after he finished.
That's
football.
correct.
Yeah. Also, in a sidebar, what is Steve Smith thinking about right now?
I thought I heard he was coming back.
He is coming. He's probably coming back, but I mean, after they kind of shipped him off, and he was kind of
Oh, the Panthers, you mean?
Yeah, the Panthers. Steve Smith was kind of Steve Smith about it, oh, these motherfuckers don't want me. I know he's probably fuming right now.
Well, he's got a bad attitude, man. Can't have that.
You can't have it.
Can't win with him. Can't win with him.
This is a spread. So last time I checked, they were the Carolina was today. As of today, they were 6-point favorites. So I'm not sure I'm sure that's the same. Maybe hovering around 7. I'm not sure what the over/under is, but that'll dictate, probably what the score will be. I would probably assume. I'd say there's a 35 in there somewhere. I'd probably go Carolina, take the points, 35-17.
35-17. I mean, that's a high-scoring Super Bowl right there, brother.
I got. That's what I'm thinking. I just don't think that Cam's too good, too powerful. Ted Ginn, he'll return a punt for a touchdown.
Yeah, that's something that you're probably right about.
He's done that on me before, and if he can do it on me, he'll do it on anyone.
Wait a minute.
No.
What?
Yeah, Ohio State.
At Ohio, back in the college days.
Like college, not in the NFL.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gosh, Ohio State, Penn State. Does it get any bigger? Michigan?
Yeah.
Michigan, Ohio State.
Yeah, Michigan, Ohio State. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Michigan, Ohio State. But who was Penn State's rival? Is what I was saying.
Yeah, Ohio State or Michigan.
I gotcha.
You got to beat You have to beat one of those teams to win the Big Ten. So the year that we beat Ohio State was the year that we won the Big Ten.
Nice. And also, we forgot to mention, Jeremy was a member of the 75th annual Rose Bowl team, right? Orange Bowl.
That's right. Punted 11 times that night. It was a great night. There was a combined, I believe there was 20 punts between Florida State and Penn State.
I mean, even if you had shitty punts, I mean, you're still getting 300 yards of.
Oh yeah, I mean, I absolutely had some shitty punts in there.
Yeah.
But hey, that's what it takes to get on the 75th anniversary team. Let's help me out.
I remember when you got that award or notification, you were like, "What the fuck?" This is like.
It's helped me out tremendously in my professional career after football.
Dude, you put that on a resume. People love it.
It is on my resume.
How are we still talking Super Bowl?
Yeah, I mean, I'll just wrap it up by saying I think Cap can make sense with that 35-point prediction because Carolina doesn't have to just score an offense. We know how much Peyton loves to throw pick sixes.
Hey man, take it easy. Cam Newton can throw a pick six too.
Yeah.
Yep, I guess anyone can.
Anybody can. All right, dude. Watch your mouth, brother.
All right, Cap. Unless you got anything else on the Super Bowl, I think we'll move on.
It's a wrap.
All right, and one last thing before we move off to the non-sports activities. You played in a very peculiar game one time. You were in
what kind of game did he play in?
Peculiar. I can't say it.
Peculiar.
Very strange game.
There we go.
Yeah. It was at Candlestick Park, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Cat played in the game where the power went out. I remember that because we were all watching it at your place with your tenant, Jamie Langley.
Yeah. Glad to see that he threw a party.
Yeah, man.
Like I said, that's the type of guy he is. So I'm glad he felt the need to open up the doors for a Monday Night Football party.
So wait, I don't remember going.
Yeah, lights went out like in the after.
I remember this. It was like the third quarter, wasn't it?
Third quarter, the power went out. And we just all went in the locker room and hung out. And we came back out, and they turned all the lights on, and it wasn't working. And then finally they got it back on, and we went back in the locker room. So I mean, the 49ers manhandled us that game, but I mean that was
that a Jim Harbaugh coach?
Yeah, he was a good. Yeah, they crushed us. But it was wild. I mean, you never think of a multi-billion-dollar corporation as not being able to,
keep the lights on.
Keep the lights on and have a high-quality office space.
Do you believe in the NFL conspiracy theory that sometimes they organize those lights to go out, kind of like the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure there's always an element to that. I mean, they get paid based off of ratings, so you can't put anything past those guys. They'll do anything to make a buck.
Gosh, man, that is so awesome. That the old white dudes are just like, hey, shut the fucking lights off.
That's right.
And that's why I brought it up. I brought it up because it did happen in the Super Bowl, so I figured, hell, it could certainly happen in San Francisco again.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
Kevin, did you host a party for that Super Bowl and then the power went out?
Yes, we did have the party.
Is my TV still working, by the way?
TV is working beautiful. For all the PandaWatch people out there, Jeremy has donated a beautiful, what was it, 55-inch?
Yeah.
To Casa de Lang,
Yeah.
all because his old tenant, Jamie Langley again, decided to let him know that a light bulb was out in the TV in the bottom left-hand corner.
Correct.
But let me tell you guys, that TV is pretty awesome.
That's it.
So yes, it works.
Why?
I got another question about the Super Bowl.
Wonder why NFL players go broke. There's one example.
They pay all their friends.
That's right.
Anyway, the after party. I mean, after the game,
That's
obviously you guys were on the losing end, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I got a lot of texts and WhatsApps and all kinds of social media messages from you, from your after party. Can you give our fans a little bit of how it went down?
Yeah. Basically, we just got back to the hotel, and probably for the first hour of the party, everyone was pretty bummed out, obviously, because we just lost the Super Bowl. And you don't want to seem like you're, having a good time. But then after about an hour, once the drinks started flowing, there was a rumor that Snoop was showing up. He never showed up. And,
is this Snoop Lions? Snoop Dogg?
yeah, Snoop Lions. So after everyone kind of got tipsy, Sean Kingston showed up, which no one cares about. And, they got down. That was at the time when the song Swag Surfing. Is that it? That was a big one.
Swag when I surf.
Yeah, and we had the whole team up on stage, shirts off, doing that. We had some Waka Flocka. So it was a good time. It was a great time.
Sounds like the NFL is really embracing trap and rap music.
Yeah, and the dude from 8 Miles there, the
Eminem?
no, not Rabbit, not Eminem.
Papa Dot?
Big fat dude.
Oh,
He
what is his name in the movie?
he drove. He was driving. He was like the guy that used to drive him around.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He was in Ballers.
Yeah, he was at the party. He was just posted up. It was a good time. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, it was good. Little Johnny Walker. I think
Little Johnny Walker.
they had the red. They didn't have like blue or black. They just had red. So that was kind of cheap.
Wait, you telling me they didn't have black and yellow?
They played that a few times. Yeah.
Did Wiz Khalifa show up, or he was too bummed out?
No,
You guys-
the initial rumor was both Snoop and him were supposed to show up, but then they went over to the Packers party. So I don't know if that actually happened or if it was just everyone hoping. But then Sean Kingston came and everyone was just like, "Who is? This guy's in the
Wait, real quick, Steven, do you know who Sean Kingston is?
Yeah, didn't he do that song "Beautiful Girls" or something?
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
That was it. That was our hot.
Wow.
cast.
So to the victors go the spoils, and to the losers goes "Beautiful Girls,"
Yep.
sung by a fat kid from Jamaica.
That's right. Yep.
Man.
Well, speaking of Wiz Khalifa, I mean,
Oh,
him
this
and
is,
Ka-
this is
him
what
and
people
Kanye
are waiting
were
for.
going at it.
This is what the world has been waiting for.
That's right.
Kanye West tweeted, because sometimes he tends to do that, at Wiz Khalifa over Wiz Khalifa showing a little bit of pushback with Kanye changing his album from Swish to Waves. And for those not in the know, there's a rapper currently incarcerated named Max B who is famous for what he calls the wave, and it's kind of just the way he raps, sings, and his own way of being in life. And yeah, Wiz Khalifa decided to just say, "Hey man, please don't change it. Please don't take the wave." And Kanye being Kanye, he spazzed on him. Steven,
Yeah, he
any
did,
highlights?
But
Because
then,
I've got some highlights.
yeah, my favorite part is the whole KK thing.
Yes. The KK thing was a misunderstanding by Kanye West. Kanye West
Yeah.
thought Wiz Khalifa was talking about his wife, Kim Kardashian, KK.
Yeah.
Whereas Wiz Khalifa, the huge pothead, was talking about some killer kush to try to get Kanye to relax and take a chill pill and just not take the wave again.
Sounds like that didn't work.
It did not work. Did not go over.
Yeah,
So Kanye fired off 21 tweets, and they ranged from nobody listens to your whole album the whole way through to you let a stripper trap you.
Yeah.
To I own your son. You wouldn't have that baby if it wasn't for me. What else?
He also said that he stole his shit from Cudi.
Yeah. Oh, and I forget. How can I forget the hashtag? On the anniversary of Hashtag Tuesday, the hashtag was Wiz wears cool pants.
Oh, yeah.
I loved. If I was on Twitter, that would be the hashtag I would use. Wiz wears cool pants. Jeremy.
Yeah.
In this whole scenario,
mm-hmm.
who do you place blame on?
Yeah, I mean, Kanye West is obviously, can't be shooting off like that. But at the same time, I am a fan of Kanye, but he does bite a lot of people's stuff.
Oh, wait a minute.
All right.
How you think the guy who is the producer is a biter now?
I'm just saying that every time I hear something that's unique from Kanye, there'll be a random time when I'll hear a song from 20 years prior that's the exact same beat, a little slower, and then I'll realize that, obviously this wasn't organically created. It was just kind of twisted and turned by Kanye. So.
Oh, you mean that? So you're not a fan of the sampling?
Exactly. I think sometimes he gets a little too much credit.
Gotcha. No, that's fair.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously, that whole situation, like Wiz was correct that he should have just chilled out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, a little weed never hurt anybody.
No, it didn't. Yeah, it was great. Sway in the Morning was very animated on it. Me and my fiance Allison watched it.
All right. Shout out to Allie/Julie the cat.
That's right. So
an amazing goalie for all those people out there.
Correct.
Sorry, we just put you on blast. Don't worry, nobody listens to the podcast.
There's a few people. I've told people at work about this apparently.
Nice. So we're getting the good lobby people, Steven. We're blowing up.
Oh yeah, we're tagging Cap. It's gonna be all over the place.
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait.
Yeah. So but that was a good laugh for a few days, and then obviously I know where you're gonna take this next is when Mrs. Rose steps into play.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Steven's been waiting for that one, so I'm gonna let Steven introduce what his favorite part of the Kanye and Wiz ordeal was.
Oh, when Amber said, I can't remember the exact tweet. It said
Amber being Amber Rose.
Amber Rose. Yeah, we're on first name basis, her and I.
Yeah. Well, maybe the other people out there in Indonesia don't know who Amber Rose is. Micronesia.
What did she say? She said calm down. You're just mad that I'm not playing with your butthole anymore.
Essentially, yes. That is exactly what she said.
Great.
That was great.
I mean, it's one thing they always say there ain't nothing like a woman scorned, and I mean she had every right to get involved because Kanye West kind of went after their kid.
Correct.
Right.
Really foul. I mean, I understand you got caught off in the moment. What's up, Zeus? But I mean that's low blow. That's poor form and all that stuff. So you knew that she was coming, and she was going to come with a bombshell.
Yeah, that was.
There will be no way to verify that. However, is there a way that Kanye West can ever come back from that? I mean,
no.
It's 2016. Everybody's doing their own thing. You can like what you like, do what you enjoy, what you do.
He's a sensitive guy, But that kind of behavior is I would associate that with Kanye.
Yeah.
I mean, people will forget about this whole tiff in a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, once his album comes out, Waves, and it's amazing, then it's just going to be, wow, why did we ever think that Kanye West would never do it again?
Right.
He lives in a little bit of a glass house, so he's got obviously he's very talented, but, he lives in a bit of a glass house. He's got to be careful.
Absolutely. I mean, You know, on PandaWatch, we don't like to pass judgment, but we all know that Kim K ain't no saint. And,
No.
you know, Ray J. I mean, Ray J hit it first. I hit it. It's a big hit.
That's right. Ray J comes away from this looking pretty clean.
If Ray J was a stock, he would be going up right now.
That's right.
Passive money right now.
Uh-huh. Absolutely. That was great entertainment for a few days. I followed it on Kevin's favorite website. I don't know how to pronounce it. SOHH.com. There it is.
Yeah, School of Hard Knocks.
Of course, This Is 50 had it on there. That's a favorite of mine. They don't block that. They don't block that at work, so I can follow that as much as possible. See what new stuff's coming out from one of the greatest.
I mean, 50 Cent. For all those who don't know, Jeremy is the biggest 50 Cent fan.
One of the last remaining.
Yeah. If 50 Cent is going bankrupt, which we all know he's not, he's just filed for it. If he had $1, Jeremy would get him back on his feet.
That's right. Absolutely.
He loves the guy.
He's the man. He's aggressive. G-Unit's back. Young Buck's back in the fold. Kid. I mean, Tony Yayo.
Jeremy, give Steven and the listeners your top 5 warm-up songs when you played in the NFL.
Yeah. Oh, boy, it's been a while. Let's see. You got to go with I like Wangsta.
Okay.
I forgot, what is it? Is it Poor Little Rich? What is it?
I let my wife
that's it.
For me. Yeah.
And then you got to go with some Waka Flocka Grove Street Party. Street, I think it is.
It's a party. It's a party. Steven, how many of these do you know?
Damn, Zeus.
I love Zeus.
Probably also Bottom of the Map.
Bottom of the Map, Young Jeezy.
And then one more. Oh, jeez. Probably something from G-Unit's first album. I would say.
Back for Mercy?
No. Probably Get Rich or Die Trying. I'd probably pick Many Men.
Ooh.
Just because, I mean, as a punter, you just got to stay tough back there.
You have to.
Those are my top 5. I mean, look, I got playlists still on my iPod to this day of what things I used to listen to before the game. I'm sure there's some real aggressive, ignorant shit on there.
Dude, Jeremy, being a good friend, had his friends up for the AFC Championship game when they beat the New York Jets.
That's right.
You played Young Jeezy, Lose My Mind on repeat for probably 8 hours straight.
Oh, that was a good one. I forgot about that. Yeah. I mean, that was that whole time frame there with that song, and then Drake came out with one of his first kind of features with all the whole crew with DJ Khaled. We used to play before we went to Whitlow's. I'm blanking on the name.
No, I don't know the damn name.
It was like Drake. I mean, I don't know what it was, but we used to play that all the time in 306.
306. R.I.P.
Which is no longer, in the rotation.
I mean, you're just on to bigger and better things these days, Jeremy.
I'm in the South Arlington, man. I'm keeping it real down here in Green Valley.
I mean, you upgraded the house, upgraded your life, got a beautiful fiance en route.
That's right.
And now you're on podcast.
It doesn't get better than this.
Big podcast.
Nah, it's all good.
Yeah, get ready for the media tour.
It's going to be wild. I can't wait. It's going to be bottom ticker, ESPN. Jeremy Kapinos, former NFL punter, says, "Fuck Mike Tirico."
Yes, I cannot wait. Do we have it, Steven? Do we know anybody in the media that we can send this to?
Katie Couric went to Yorktown.
Oh, okay. Do we just tweet at her with the link?
Yeah, I'm sure I can walk down to 30 Rock and hand it off to some people.
There you go.
Didn't Sandra Bullock go to Washington League? We can tweet at her.
Yeah, but I thought you meant in the media. She's not.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I completely blanked on that part.
Yeah. I mean, we did mention her earlier from The Blind Side. So
Yep.
Well, that's right.
see that guy over there? He's the quarterback. You got to protect his blind side.
That's my son.
Poor Michael Orr.
Poor Michael Orr.
Yeah, he's always like, damn, that movie did not help.
He just looks so damn sad all the time.
Yeah, they got like the saddest big black kid ever to play him.
Mm.
Yeah.
Thanks, Hollywood.
That's right. That is right.
All right. Well, Jeremy, real quick.
Yeah.
Roger Goodell.
Uh-huh.
Your thoughts on him?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing about Roger Goodell and what the players don't understand, what I've come to understand. See, Roger Goodell makes what he made $44 million last year or something like that. Roger Goodell makes that much money because he takes all of the onus and pressure and focus off the 32 owners that own teams and puts it on himself.
Yep.
So basically, when you see these players that say they have the best owners, and then Roger Goodell turns around and suspends them or does whatever, he's just doing what essentially his bosses tell him to. So I don't think I don't really like Roger Goodell. But at the same time, he's just doing the bidding for some of these. He's doing the bidding for all these owners, and the players that think these owners care about them are extremely brainwashed. So I understand why he makes that much money. That's too much money, I think, for him to make. But he just, if the owners say jump, he says how high. That's why he gets paid what he gets paid. But he's
a good soldier, you'll say.
Yeah, he's a good soldier, but also at the same time, he's just very stubborn. And but you don't know if that's coming from the owners or if that's coming from him. It might just be with this whole Tom Brady thing. I mean, Robert Kraft's one of the most powerful owners in the game. I'm sure that if he wanted to squash it, they could have. But you don't know where he's getting information from. I'm sure a lot of people hate Patriots, which is why I kept going. But yeah, he's just doing the bidding of the owners. These owners care about one thing, that's making money. These aren't guys that have organically kind of grown the team like the Steelers. These are businessmen who have bought professional football teams for the sole purpose of
making
more money, and it's essentially a comparison of each other's members. to see who has the biggest one and the best team and who spends the most money. Rich Boys Club, Billionaires Boys Club.
Yeah, BBC for real.
That's right. So my thoughts on Roger Goodell. They're well publicized.
Well, yeah. Well, we just we're trying to make some clickbait over here, man.
Yeah, man. We're trying to get as much as we can.
Yeah, you think you can get on the record of saying fuck Roger Goodell?
You fuck Roger Goodell.
Wow.
All right. Now we're cooking with gas.
Also, I mean, in terms of
go ahead, black out, spaz.
I had to, for a number of years, pay into the NFLPA, which is the union, which obviously colludes with the NFL. I don't have strong feelings about DeMar Smith as well.
Really? I thought the NFLPA works on behalf of you guys.
Well, of course they do, but you got to remember too that the lockout occurred, and instead of the NFLPA doing a good job of educating their constituency on the importance of saving their money so that we could actually sustain through a lockout, they were forced to cave into the owners because Des Bryant could not survive on $600,000 a year and needed a loan, or someone needed a loan. So, they fail. I think their whole mission they fail. I don't have good things to say about the union either.
So is all the scenes that we saw in that TV show that The Rock was in, Ballers, is like, it sounds like it could potentially be true in some scenarios.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what is it, art imitating life for sure. I mean, the advisors on that show are, I think, pretty well-known NFL players. So, I mean, the NFLPA as a whole is just kind of a sham. You got to pay. You mandatorily have to pay $10,500 a year. Now I think it's like $12,500 or $13,500, which comes out of your paycheck. And if you multiply 13,000 by, like, say there's 1,500 players in the NFL, they're making like $19 million without doing anything.
And then you do it every year.
So
So you get that compounding going too, man.
The union's really always grinded my gears because it seems like they do care about the players, but they care about they care about that upper echelon of players. So,
Yeah.
I mean, when you consider during the lockout, there was an executive committee of players, and the guys that were on it were Drew Brees. What does he make? $20 million a year. Jeff Saturday, $10 million a year. There's no one on there that really kind of spoke for the quote unquote common man.
The common man. Okay, so we gotta grill you a little bit. If Roger Goodell's just doing what the owners want him to do, isn't DeMaurice Smith just doing what you guys tell him?
Yeah, to a certain extent, but yeah, I would say yes. But at the same time, you got to think about who is telling him these things. I mean, you're talking about a group of players that, for lack of a better words, is essentially uneducated. And they're not to say there's a lot of smart guys in the NFL, but at the same time, guys that can't survive off of six-figure salaries and are calling DeMaurice Smith to tell him to end the lockout. I mean, those guys clearly didn't at least go to like a Finance 100 class in college.
Yeah. I mean, financial literacy is something that should be taught to all those fuckers.
Which they don't. So, he's doing the bidding of the players, but that's an institutional problem with how the NCAA coexists with the NFL, and that you have players for 3 years in college settings, and these guys leave without ever being able to get a job outside of playing football. So that's a whole discussion for.
Well, that'll be the next time you're back on the Panda Watch.
That'd be my next
definitely.
when I just have my own union, anti-NFL and anti-NFLPA. Just join me, give me your money, and I'll fight for you.
Dude, there's gonna be a market for it, man. You could lobby to the common people and just tell them slowly, one by one, just get out. We can do it.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's what you got to do. You got to unionize the college players so they can just,
Yeah, but the what was the Supreme Court that case went to? They said the guys at Northwestern, they weren't allowed to unionize.
Yeah, which is garbage. Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do?
It's an oppressive organization we live in.
That's right. It's not free trade, not capitalism. If I'm a scholar, if I'm a pro firefighter, I can go get a job working for the highest bidder. And in the NFL, obviously everyone gets paid a lot. But if I'm coming out of UVA and I'm the best quarterback, I should be able to play for who I want to play for, not the Browns.
I mean, Cleveland's a beautiful city. I've heard. I've seen their tourism videos.
Yeah, I've been there a few times. It's not much to look at. Besides LeBron's receding hairline.
Hey now.
Oh, whoa. Man, we got you going after Tirico, Goodell, and now LeBron.
No, I was just making a comment.
Yeah.
Word.
Steven, I've got plenty of people in my
in your crosshairs?
Crosshairs. I mean, we could go all day.
We should do a weekly who Jeremy hates.
Yeah.
We just have him call in for 5 minutes.
I could do that. I mean, there's a whole bunch of people I could just.
This is great. We're going to look into that. Yeah. Ooh, I like that.
We could do it, and that's a great feature.
Yeah, I like that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, I got a whole bunch of people I hate. Hate's a strong word, though. Hate's a strong word.
Jeremy is the consummate. He doesn't hate anybody.
No.
He just has strong feelings.
That's right.
Well, Z, what's up?
Man, I don't have anything else to add, man. I was just happy listening to that.
Yes, dude. This was like our real first, not our first. I mean, we've had amazing guests on before, but the world might actually come to see and hear what Jeremy Kapinos had to say.
Well, the goal was to build the audience, and then the next time we need to have Jamie Langley in the flesh on this show. An hour of just introduce Jamie, former teacher, former educator, former coach, current firefighter, Jamie, go, and just have him tell stories.
He would be an amazing Valentine's Day guest.
Oh, that's a great idea.
I think Cap draws in the audience. Jamie enthralls them.
Jamie knocks him down.
That's great. He's got great stories.
Yeah. Well, Z, what movie for the people? What movie you sending them off with?
Send them off with one from 2014, so it's been kind of old. I saw it on HBO.
Yes, that movie came out that long ago?
Yeah, the Kingsman. Kingsman, the Secret
Kingsman.
Service.
Who's in that
Great.
movie?
Colin Firth is probably the main star. Samuel L. Jackson's in it.
Who the hell is Colin Firth?
Colin Firth, man, Oscar winner. King's Speech.
Oh, okay.
You had to lead it.
What's that shitty Valentine's Day movie the Brits have? Love Always, or Love Actually.
Well, actually.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, he's in Bridget Jones too, I think, right? Isn't he in that? Cap, you should know. You got a fiance.
No, we don't watch that stuff, man. No Bridget Jones around here.
Word.
Great movie though.
That's what I got though.
I can vouch for that.
Kingsman is a great movie. It's the same director who directed Kick-Ass, so it's like it's a fun take on a spy movie.
Mm-hmm. I think 2's coming out too, I believe.
Yeah, it's slated to come out in 2017.
Oh, we gotta wait.
So next year.
Yeah.
Word.
Fantastic. Well, I appreciate you all having me on the PandaWatch.
Oh wait, man, it ain't over yet. Calm down.
Yeah.
Oh, we got more?
Yeah, we got
all right.
a little bit more.
All right, cool. All right, we're going.
Premature ejaculator.
No.
Yeah, what do you got? What do you got with music, Kev?
What the hell is that?
We gotta do some shopping online, I guess.
So I'm gonna do this because I'll never do it again. But I just want to let the people know that PandaWatch is a equal opportunity music listening site and podcast. So the song of the week is going to be from that light-skinned guy from Canada.
Whoa.
And he came out with a song called Summer 16, and it's continuing to go at the kid from Philadelphia, Meek Mill. And it's looking like Meek Mill is going to have to put on a bulletproof vest because Drake is coming for him, man. And it's like, wow. I heard the song once. I thought it was
16, huh?
Summer 16. I thought it was decent, but I just like that he's still putting pressure on Meek Mill. Kind of like, hey, I'm a bully, so what can you do? So all you guys out there, and girls, get out there and go listen to Drake, Summer 16.
Now, I can't remember. Did he play a bully in Degrassi, or was he like? Or is he
he
just,
was
like,
in a
new
wheelchair.
territory for him? No, that's right.
Not saying that you
Hey,
can't be a bully in a wheelchair.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I mean, Professor X was a bully.
Yeah, okay.
He made people do what he wanted them to do.
Let's not forget about Too Rich by 50 Cent.
Too Rich?
There you go.
Okay. Jeremy's putting in Too Rich by 50 Cent.
And then also I Want a Benz.
Who?
I Want a Benz. Have you heard that one?
Is that 50 again?
50 with Nipsey Hussle and YG.
Is this on the Kanan mixtape?
It is, yes.
Okay.
So just go ahead and listen to that whole thing. And also my 2015/16 Song of the Year, New Level by A$AP Ferg, who I'm very fond of.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna give us some real balance and give us some Billy Currington or something.
That was last summer when that was. You'll hear some of that at the wedding.
At the wedding.
Yeah. Can't forget about Billy.
I hear you.
Yeah.
All right, take us home, Z.
All right, guys. As always, you can email us at thepandawatchpodcast@gmail.com. Make sure to check our Facebook page for updates. And if you want to download our files, you can always go to chirpit.com under PandaWatch Podcast. Keep sending us suggestions, keep following us, keep recommending us to your friends. We're always a good listen, and we love you guys.
Yes, we absolutely love you guys.
And just want to thank our special guest, Jeremy Kapinos.
There it is. Thank you.
now you can say what you want to say.
Yeah, get out of here.
I got nothing else to say. I'm good.
Wow.
Thanks for having me on. It was fun. And now I'm gonna.
I mean, how many words did you say right in this hour?
Probably more than you heard me say in a few years.
I mean, this has just been.
But then again, as I told you, every day for a living I talk on the phone.
Now he talks all damn day.
I've known you for about 5.5, 6 years, and I've never heard you speak this much.
This is what I do. Yeah, this is what I do. This is
awesome.
I spew nonsense. So hopefully someone buys it.
Word.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Until next time, peace, love, and
Chocolates.